So this is my story with hair loss. Um, yeah, I really wanted to make a video about this for a long time. And I don't know if it was because I didn't have time or just because I just kept postponing it. But yeah, I think I'm ready now to talk about. Ooh, there's too much mud. To talk about this thing called hair loss in my life. I'm about to turn 27 years old next week. I'm 26, and my hair has been falling out since I was 16. I remember at school when when I was in the classroom, I looked at the notebook and there were some hairs on it, and I was like, well, when I was in high school, I used to have these not blonde but yeah dark brown, uh, light brown hair, long. Yeah, and I used to. It didn't define me, but it actually uh, added a lot to my confidence. And yeah, I remember sewing those hairs, and a classmate just pointing that out, and since my confidence wasn't so great to begin with, I started to feel super bad about it. I began to feel super self-conscious, doing all this, just putting it in the right place so people wouldn't notice. Wearing hats, a lot of hats. I started wearing hats at high school. To the point that the teachers were telling me to stop wearing them, and I was like, no, why not? I never told anyone it was because my hair was falling out, and I was so insecure of it. Um, So then I went to the doctor, went to a dermatologist. They prescribed me. Well, at first I started looking it up online, of course, like everybody does. And then I came up to some forums that talked about, there's these medicines that you can use. Mainly, the two main ones that actually work to a point: minoxidil and finasteride. And well, I started using first. I think I started using minoxidil, but I was at high school, so minoxidil is this drug that you have to put on your hair every morning and every night, and it was so messy. So I just thought, okay, why not finasteride? It's just a pill one day. But that one actually didn't work. I don't know if it was because I was too young. The doctor was the one who prescribed it to me. Um, yeah, so I used finasteride for like almost a year. Didn't notice any effects. Almost noticed kind of the side effects of it. The sexual impotence and all of that. And this process was a long one. So I started taking finasteride when I was 18, and I used a little bit of minoxidil throughout my last years of high school. And then I stopped using finasteride, and I just committed to using minoxidil. In the process, I shaved my head a few times. People were beginning to ask, why did you shave your head? Your hair looked great, blah blah blah. And I was like, yeah, but my hair is falling out, and I was so unconfident because of it. So I just let it grow again, grow a bit again. I committed to minoxidil, and that actually worked. That kept it in its place, at least. I still got this massive hairline, and I didn't actually start losing hair in the back until 2 years ago, I think. One. But I still used minoxidil up to that point. Then I think it was because I started skateboarding and I met a bunch of friends, and life was kind of good. So I my confidence grew a lot in those years. I wasn't thinking that much about my hair, and that was actually super beneficial for me uh, to to begin finding myself, what I actually like in my life, what I would like to do with my life, not being so self-aware about my hair. My hair was the main thing in my life throughout my last years of high school and my early 20s. So then we got to last year, 2020, the pandemic, lockdown. I stopped using minoxidil, and my hair started falling out again. I actually didn't care that much. I was super confident and with other things in my mind, and I wasn't thinking about it very much. Then I actually dyed my hair blonde. That made it worse. You were able to tell I was losing my hair a lot. It started falling out in the back also. Now you can notice it's yeah, it's not good. But I don't care very much. That's why I am super happy about it. And that's why maybe I took the decision to do it, to take a stance, to take it, not a chance, because I know it's not taking a chance, to make the decision of shaving my hair. And right now I moved to a new country. I'm living in Copenhagen. I found I'm dating a really nice girl. We talked about this. She told me that she doesn't care about my hair. She only cares about my confidence, and since my hair is like this, it doesn't make me very confident. So I just decided to pull the needle and shave it. But it was a long process of figuring this out. I'm just gonna put the camera here. It was a very long process for me. I thought that when I first shaved my head when I was 20, 21, I thought like, okay, this is it. I just shave my head and then I would stop thinking about it. But it wasn't like that. I think that it was because I didn't have any other things to worry about in my life, or I wasn't thinking that much in what to do with my life, and hair was kind of the thing that holded it all together, maybe. But then since my confidence grew a lot in other aspects of my life, I found my passion, I found what I wanted to do in my life. For instance, coming here to Denmark to live another life, a new life, a better life. I come from a very not very developed country, so that makes it easier to live here in Denmark. And I just decided, why not just do it now that I feel very good about myself, so that maybe I can focus more on the things that I really want to do and stop focusing that much about my hair. So I hope this video can help some of you. And yes, it's not the end of the world if you're losing your hair. It's just part of life. Some of us lose it in our 20s, others lose it in their 30s, 40s, 50s, whatever. And it also doesn't affect us the same. Some people just, my hair is falling out, I'll just shave my head and blah blah blah. And others is the end of the world. And I was in a dark place when I started losing it. I was actually feeling very, very low. But I think it all comes to the point that when your hair is the only thing that keeps your life together, you just gotta start focusing on other things, So I hope I helped all of you, and yes, have a nice life, and I will show the process of how I shave my hair. So I I'm really nervous about doing this. I feel like I can still pull it off, but it's just sometimes I'm really self-conscious about it, and it makes me feel uncomfortable just to be like this. But I don't think it's so bad. I know you can see, you can tell that I'm losing my hair. You can actually see some hairs right now on the table. But you know, this is hard. It's hard to do something very hard because I'm afraid of um, saying goodbye. I just don't like to say goodbye. Yeah, I really fought for this for a few years, taking minoxidil, just giving it short in the sides. Right now I have it all grown, but normally I just shave the sides and just be with it. But I feel like I can that I want to do this, but I'm also super nervous and afraid of not feeling pretty enough. Yeah, attractive enough. Mm, That's that's my fear. That's one of my fears. I know I will never be the same. And maybe that also adds to it. And just embracing the bad look is something that I really want to do, that I really want to be happy doing, but it's so new, and I'm afraid, really nervous, but yeah, I just don't know what to do. I remember when I was realizing I was going bald, I was super angry at the world. Like I was saying, like, what the fuck? Why me? I was crying some days, comparing myself to others, and I let this get into my head and become a huge part of my life. And then that didn't, yeah, that made me just don't um, focus on other aspects of my life. Yeah, it made me lose a lot of time, I guess, to focus on this hair loss. I'm afraid of, probably I'm afraid of not being attractive enough. Yeah, I think that's the thing for me, not being attractive enough. But of course, hair is not everything. And I know that if I'm confident without hair, I'm gonna be more attractive than being unconfident with hair and with the little hair I have. So I know it's not that bad, but it's bad. You can see. You can see. Look at this. This is not good. Yeah. So I guess I'm doing it. Yeah. So this is it. Ah. You can still see I don't have many density. I can just leave it like this, right? No, no. Whew. Here we go. Whew. Oh my god. I'm bald. Yeah. You can see I don't have much density. It's weird. It's not bad, but it's not that I really like it, but I guess I will get used to it. So you look it's not so bad. It's not so bad.